Ever pondered why fish feel so different to the touch? That's because they're covered in scales, but why are these scales so important? Today, we're going to dive into the fascinating world of fish scales, their types, and their unique functions. First off, we have the placoid scales. Sharks and rays typically sport these tooth-like structures. If you've ever touched a shark and felt its rough texture, you can thank the placoid scales for that. They are small, tooth-like spines that cover the skin, providing a tough outer layer for these marine creatures. Next up, we have the ganoid scales. These diamond-shaped scales are found on fish like sturgeons and gars. They are hard and bony, providing excellent protection. However, they limit the flexibility of the fish, making them less agile than their counterparts with different scale types. Then we have the cycloid scales. These are smooth and round, found on fish like salmon and carp. Unlike the ganoid scales, these don't restrict the fish's flexibility, allowing them to swim with grace and speed. Next in line are the chitanoid scales. These scales, often found on perch and bass, are similar to cycloid scales but with a key difference. They have tiny teeth-like structures on their edges, giving the fish a rougher texture. Lastly, we have the leptoid scales. These scales are thin and transparent, often found on more primitive fish species. They offer less protection than other scale types, but their lightweight nature allows the fish to move quickly through the water. To summarize, fish scales are more than just a protective layer. They are a key component of a fish's survival and lifestyle. Placoid scales, with their tooth-like structure, provide a tough exterior. Ganoid scales, though limiting in flexibility, offer excellent protection. Cycloid scales allow for speed and grace, while chitanoid scales provide a rougher texture. Finally, leptoid scales, although offering less protection, allow for quick movement in the water. Each type of scale has evolved to suit the lifestyle and environment of different fish species. So the next time you touch a fish, remember, you're not just feeling its scales, you're touching a part of its evolutionary history.